Hi, I'm going to show you a resist technique using heat embossing and spray inks or mists. I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock and I'm going to stamp on it. And I'm going to use two different stamps from this set. I'm going to use the XO and the Big Hugs. So I'm going to peel them off their backing. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I do. When I want to line up two stamps and use them on the same block, I actually set them down on my project so that I can line them up and make sure they look the way I want them to. So I'm going to line them up how I would stamp them. And then I go back in with my acrylic block and I set it over the top and then I pick them up. So now I know that they're lined up exactly the way I want them to show up. So I'm going to take some watermark ink and I'm going to apply ink to my stamps. I'm doing it this way to make sure that I have an even coating of ink. And I'm going to put my block down on my cardstock. And I'm going to apply gentle pressure and even pressure because I don't want to rock my block back and forth. Then I'm going to take some white embossing powder and I'm going to sprinkle it over my stamped image. And just sprinkle it up at the top of the image. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently tap down the powder and then I have my image. And now I'm going to heat emboss. I'm going to set the embossing powder. All right, now this is set, so here comes the fun part. I'm going to take a piece of scratch paper and make sure that you cover your work surface when you're working with spray inks. And I'm going to apply some spray ink. I'm just going to gently mist it over the top. And you can add as much as you want to make it as dark or as light as you want. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to gently just pat away the extra ink that's being resisted by the embossing powder that's floating on the top. Now I have this bright and bold sentiment to put on my card. It's a great way to use your spray inks, this resist technique. Have fun creating.